Welcome back, guys, to Folk Football, and we are here back to discuss the Scottish Cup semi-finals and what officials and referees have been made official for it. Yeah, you're not entertained, but I tell you what, we've got a European review show later on in the day, and I think we're going to try and get around to playing the Aberdeen career mode, man. Everybody's demanding it. Everybody's in the streets. Aberdeen career mode. Aberdeen career mode. Well, at least that's what it sounds like, but who knows? I'll do my best. I'll do my best to convince. I say convince, it's just about getting the time, man. Sometimes you just look at the clock and it's like, is that the time? Can't really be arsed getting around to talking about or playing FIFA today. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're busy men over here in the Fog headquarters, but we'll definitely hink into it. Absolutely. So let's get into it. The Scottish Cup semi-final referees revealed as Celtic versus St Johnstone and Aberdeen versus Hearts officials saying, oh, my throat, man, still sore. Right, so let's dive into it. Relatively unknown Callum Scott has been handed a blockbuster Scottish Cup semi-final, as he will be the man with the whistle for Celtic's showdown with St Johnstone. Brendan Rodgers' men have all but secured the Scottish Premiership crown, and they can make it official next time as they play Dundee United. Well, that's all good, like, but who really cares about that, you know what I mean? But in terms of this Callum Scott guy, he hasn't, well, it sounds like this is like his first big game. I've seen something that he used to be like a junior in Police Scotland. I don't know, I think that was the main headline on the Daily Record floating about, so it looks like they've brought in a guy that's inexperienced to do a Scottish Cup semi-final. Yeah, not exactly the greatest, combo, in my opinion. But what I would say is, though, if this was like an Old Firm or an Ember Derby, or hell, even if it was Aberdeen Hearts, I don't think they would have gave this guy it. To be honest, I think the reason they've gave this guy it is because it's Celtic against St Johnstone. And some people might argue, well, you know what? That's disrespectful to St Johnstone. Why are they treating them with a bit of contempt? You know what I mean? And you know what? I would probably agree with that. But I think it's just the reality. It's easier to bed this guy in a game between Celtic and St Johnstone, which, let's be honest, Celtic are the overwhelming favourites. There could be controversial calls, it wouldn't be the first time. Remember Celtic Kelly a few years ago, Kelly should have had a penalty, and they didn't get it for whatever reason. Graham Stewart and Dougie Potter were on the lines in Mount Florida, while VAR will be operated by Andrew Dallins, and assistant duties going to Big Alan Mulvaney. The appointment of Whistle Scott comes with a big opportunity. He was the man in the middle for the SPFL Trust Trophy final a few weeks back as Livingston battered Queen's Park. So it's not like he's got no experience at all, but I mean, I wouldn't say the SPFL, let me see here, Trust Trophy, that was it. I wouldn't say it's the almighty. He's also officiated Celtic in the Premier Sports quarter-final early in the campaign. He was also the man in the middle for Rangers' exit against Queen's Park. But it's new territory as he heads to the National Stadium. So don't worry about this guy's experience. Worry about it on Saturday when St Johnstone are 3-0 up, you know what I mean, and people are greeting about it. Right, let's talk about the Hearts Aberdeen. They lock horns. Does it even mention who's the referee for that? John Beaton takes on the match official duties for the first of two weekend ties. So that's the game on Saturday. Looking forward to it. I mean, as much as I'd fucking cut my hand off for Rangers to be in there instead of one of these four shitey teams, I still am looking forward to the Scottish Cup semi-finals, especially the Hearts Aberdeen game, because Jambo Bear, he'll be a very frustrated man if Hearts cannot. I mean, at Aberdeen, if there's one team that Jambo Bear hates, it's the Dons. Like, it's Aberdeen. He definitely has it in for them. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. But John Beaton, he's the referee, assisted by Daniel McFarlane and David Room, and Greg Etkin is in the VAR hot seat. So there we go, guys. That is it. Pretty much wrapped up here. And John Beaton. I mean, all we hear about is brother John. Why is brother John not getting put in the Celtic game then? If everything's a conspiracy and everything's rigged against, Celtic, should Brother John be in the hot seat for that game? To give St Johnstone everything? That's what I would have thought. Maybe it's all a lie. You would have thought that.